Well, hello everybody, how we doing today? This is Dan with you again. We're going to do a video today. First, I wanted to thank everybody for subscribing that have subscribed to my channel, and those who hasn't yet, I ask that you would, if you would, help me out. But this video we're going to do today is about the Battle of Chattanooga in the 1860s, early 1860s, and it was not far from my sister's house where I done the metal detecting here for about, I don't know, a month ago, I guess. And the stuff, the relics and stuff I found there is from that time of that battle. So it wasn't far from her house where we're going. So let's go on down to Chattanooga and check it out. Be right back with you. Hey folks, how's my YouTube friends doing today? Well, I moved from where I was metal detecting. We're doing another segment on the Battle of Chattanooga. So a lot of the stuff that I found around the home place at my sister's house was due to this battle here at Chattanooga. So we're going to do a walkthrough today and show you all around. Okay, let's get it going. It says here, both Confederates and Union soldiers who fought around the Battle of Chattanooga were struck by the region's scenic beauty. During the Army occupation of Chattanooga, November 1863, countless men hiked, looked out mountains to gaze on the surrounding countryside. So we're going to take us a little walk here, and we're going to go check out the battle park. So let's get going. Y'all, I'm bringing y'all in here to the little museum that some of the stuff they used in the Battle of Lookout Mountain here. Some of the old muskets, bayonets, and swords. Soldier's life and canteen and his hat. Old pistols. Wow, like original stuff right there. Looks like a lot of stuff that I found over in Jim's cornfield. Chickamauga, Georgia. All the pieces of a gun, the trigger parts of it. Mini balls and stuff that they use. A lot of recoveries of metal detecting and stuff here on the park and here. This was a big battle for sure. It's called Echoes of the Past. Here's some of the old muskets and stuff that they used. I found this big gun here on the left. I found a round ball, which was what this was a shot right there. Today, this morning, what about 68 caliber or 58. Wow. We're getting ready to go into the park here just a bit. Just thought I'd come here and show you some of the relics and stuff that they've found near this park. Some of it's probably not from the exact spot, but a lot of it is. But I thought I'd take you in and show you. And here's a map of it. Well, folks, we're in the park here. Actually, we're called Point Park. says the walkway beginning here leads through the Point Park, the historic Point Lookout, northmost of Lookout Mountain. This distance to the Point Lookout is a quarter mile, and the walking time is about 5 minutes. The trail to the point looks into the overlook and the museum, a stone structure perched atop rock cliffs. It says Point Park preserves strategic high ground captured by the Union forces during the Battle of Lookout Mountain in 1863. Today it is a part of the Chickamauga and the Chattanooga Military Park. Wow. Folks, we got to go over here. We got to look at this. This is unreal. This, looking into the town, the city of Chattanooga. It's breathtaking. We all ready? Folks, here it is. Ain't this the most beautiful sight? One of the most beautiful sights you've ever seen. This is the city of Chattanooga. And this is what they was holding ground for back in 1863. We'll up here where the cannons are. But check out this beautiful scenery here overlooking the city of Chattanooga, Tennessee. Absolutely breathtaking. But, you know, I'm sure a lot of things have changed since 1863. This down in here was a train stations and depots and stuff, the way they brought in a lot of their supplies, and that's what they were wanting to cut off, supplies to all that. And so I want to show you a little bit about this battle here. As we go around, we'll check these signs out as we go around. The Battle of Lookout Mountain. The night before the battle, General Stevenson was assigned to command the Confederate lines from Chattanooga Creek to the extreme left on Lookout Mountain, a distance of 15 miles. Stevenson's division, Brown's, Cummings, and Pett's brigade then occupied the summit at Cheatham's, Davis, Jackson, Moore, and Wallace. It says here they were all consigned the lines between the creek and the base of the mountain, from which Walker's division had been withdrawn to 23rd at noon. At the 24th, General Pettus, with the 3 regiments of the brigade, was sent to reinforce Walden and Craven's house. The top of the mountain was thereafter occupied by Brown Brigade, 2 regiments of the Pettus, and Corpett's battery of 4 Napoleons. Right over here, that's some big guns right there. 2 regiments, Brown Brigade, Powell's and Nick Jack's, trails are respectively 7 and 10 miles of this point. Wow. Let's go over and check these big guns out right here. Some huge guns. They're all overlooking the city of Chattanooga here. Wow. Here I wanted to show you here the casualties of both sides of Union and the Confederacy, also here on the right. There's a list. It says the losses here given by divisions included Orchard's Knob, Lookout Mountain, Missionary Ridge, operations following as far as Ringo Gap in Georgia. The same here for the Confederacy. Wow. Wow. Here's a list of different brigades and stuff. It was here at Lookout Mountain. There's a Confederate side.
Fall mountain people that they were calling divisions. It's usually like an infantry company today, you know, you have 258 in the headquarters company. And then divisions are usually 20,000, 18 to 20,000 today.
Much different than now and then back then, right?
Mm-hmm. This was dedicated by New York. Pretty cool though.
Here's the overlook here, called Garrity, Alabama Battery. Two 10-pound Parrots, two 12-pound Napoleons, Major Alfred Courtney, Artillery Battalion, November 1863, Captain Garrity, commanding the First Lieutenant Philip Bond, First Lieutenant Maynard Hassel. This section of the Parrot guns occupied the position for nearly 2 months. Prelude Battle of 24th, engaged with the intervals of firing of the enemy's wagon trains. Marks the point. Wow. Some big guns for sure. Folks, this is showing, as the view as you look over down in there, of what this was back in 1863, or back in the day. From the commanding viewpoint, 1,300 feet above the river, you can see many of the historic areas associated with the Battle of Chattanooga. You can show you different spots here of the battle. Raccoon Mountain, Tondale Hill, Lookout Creek, Pan Gap, Signal Mountain, Browns Ferry, Moxon Bend. Said late September 1863, Confederate Army under General Braxton Bragg laid the siege to the city, trapping the Union Army defeat at the Chickamauga. Confederates positioned here at Lookout Mountain at the key point surrounding the city, hoped to starve the Federals into submission. At 3 a.m. October 27th, Union soldiers cast off from Chattanooga in the pontoon boats and floated secretly downriver at Browns Ferry. They landed and routed the Confederate pickets. The following day, they linked up with Major Joseph Hooker, Union forces who were moving up Lookout Valley to relieve the city. A Union supply line was thus opened, and the Confederate stranglehold on the city was broken. Wow. This is what I was talking about earlier, folks, about it was named the Battle Above the Clouds, nicknamed that. Just over through here. Said on November 24th, 1863, Major General Ulysses S. Grant, Union commander, ordered Major General Joseph Hooker's forces to storm Lookout Mountain. Hooker's men swept up the western slopes of the mountain from your left, then charged around the base of the cliffs to your right. The battle reached its highest point near the Craven's house, just below the cliffs to your right. The outnumbered Confederates were repeatedly pushed back because the fog enveloped the mountain of that day. Soldiers nicknamed the battle Lookout Mountain the Battle Above the Clouds. It says here, Chattanooga and Missionary Ridge. Said in 1863, Chattanooga was a major railroad hub with a population of 2,500. In late November, the city was in Union hands, while the Confederate forces occupied Lookout Mountain and Missionary Ridge. Both sides struggled for their control, for if the Federals cemented their grips in Chattanooga, they would have a perfect staging area for an invasion of the Deep South. Fortified. Well, finally made it in the museum. I went around the world to get to it, but you know me, how I am about going places and doing things. But I want to show you this before we finish closing out this little video. This here is on the overlook, a painting from back in the day Yeah, we got in this tree a lookout, and you can see over there, way over there, you can see where the cannons and stuff had hit. Looked like it'd be smoke. We're talking here about a cipher's disk. A cipher's disk was used to encode and decode messages. The number located on the outer rim represented the combination made with a flag or a torch. Each combination represented a letter in the inner disk. The combination was adjusted daily to prevent the enemy from breaking the code. The cipher's disk was not used in the field. Those responsible for sending and receiving messages were simply stating and writing it down used in the message. Once the message was received, it was sent to headquarters where a cipher disk was used to decode the message. Wow. It says to represent one, the flagman would wave the flag torch to his left. Two was a wave to the right. Wow. My goodness. And here you have the signalers. One of the most notable uses of the Civil War signal occurred during 1863 Chattanooga campaign. The various ridges that surround the city provide an excellent opportunity for the establishment of signal stations to send messages from both Union and Confederate forces. One of the sites used as a Confederate signal station was here on the northern point of Lookout Mountain, where the Union troops' movement through the Lookout Valley could easily be watched. Wow. You know, they had a photographer at Point Lookout, which was this man right here. Robert Michael Lynn, professionally known as Rowan, was a modest portrait painter from Clarendon, Ohio, who served in the Union Army as a photographer. And the General George H. Thomas on his Ulysses S. Grant staff, following the Battle of the Missionary Ridge. You're fine. Wow. Actually, the photography back for that time was very good. So you had them soldiers hiding in rocks and cliffs all around there, didn't we? I'd like to thank everybody for coming by today, this video. We'll catch you next time on Appalachian Roots with Dan. Catch you on the next video.